Ladies and gentlemen of the beautiful crypto space, I do not want to take too much of your time, but we did it again. We did it again, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, huh? So the trades we opened yesterday, yesterday, I just had to quickly check the time. We're the freaking dip of the dip, huh? So we didn't really buy too much, but it's about the idea of what I always state. Right here, for example, we're getting back to an interesting resistance, so I wanted to make the video right now as we're back to 99,000. But like I said, really didn't buy too much on the position, mostly bought in spot. That just basically means we bought Bitcoin to have Bitcoin. Instead of opening it up here, we only were able to buy, I don't know how much. Anyway, the position is about $35,000 or so that we opened. Average price 94,500. A long ways from the 92 point something it could have been, but still pretty juicy, as right now we're back to 99. And for XRP, again, we stated, just buy the dip whenever it comes down to these low levels. I saw some comments of people stating, Dusty, I don't have any more money to buy the dip. Then you've been playing the game wrong. You're literally bad. That's all I got to say about that. Not to be too rude, but we really have not played the game well. And I'm not saying that's a bad or negative thing, but then you're forced to hold. And that might be, mentally more draining. Anyway, for XRP also right now, the trades are back in the juicy profit. The last time we bought on Bybit though was I think already at like $2.15, $2.20 some actually. Maybe something like that. And right now we're getting back towards the resistance at about 230 some. So this is again where things get interesting for XRP specifically, but you can still see the trade is still doing pretty amazing. And all the trades are slowly coming back up, with the Bitcoin trade also being quite okay here, turning our $3,000 into roughly 27K. I kind of wonder how Dogecoin is doing, but for the most part, I just wanted to quickly say we're back. And this, even though we could drop again, proves the point of if you just have a little bit of a breath, right? As long as you can hold on for a little bit, you usually are fine. It takes some courage, but we proved the point yet again. Our starting buy was $2.65 or something per XRP. You can see every single green arrow here is when we bought. We bought lower and lower and lower until ultimately it went all the way towards 195, all right? A little bit of poop in my pants, but it's okay. Right, we were able to buy the dip of the dip, and afterwards you can see we did not buy anymore because we lowered our average price all the way towards $2.10, and now we're back in profit. It's only $7,000, but it's basically 100% of the money that we put into the trade. In how long? Well, generally speaking, this could have been since the 17th of December all the way now to about the 24th. You get the idea. 1 week, doubled our money. It's as easy as that. Now things could get bad if the price went to like $1.40 or something like that. Not because we will get liquidated, but because of the stress. But I told you, at $1.50-ish, $1.43 or something, my buy walls would really start make the whole freaking world just absolutely tremble with the amount of money that I buy with. If you also want to trade, by the way, I've left a link down below to 𝗏𝗏, but as it currently stands, we're obviously getting closer and closer to the monthly end for Bitcoin. It seems that it's most likely going to be the highest monthly close ever, but obviously we're also getting closer and closer to the yearly close of Bitcoin. And if we quickly get rid of all the drawings in here, you can see that depending on where we end up, we're going to end up in the green, or we have to go all the way back to like 40 some thousand. But how green is going to depend on the last few moments here, or I should say how big of a wick at the top is left over, how big this candle is going to look like. And obviously we have ourselves the weekly close coming in. Obviously it's only still like Tuesday, depending on where you're at. But I mean, the weekly close coming in and the yearly close and the monthly, everything is coming in here. This is usually the most interesting event. And I told you as well, just around Christmas, things usually get very, very volatile. It wouldn't surprise me if all of a sudden we see another crazy move towards the downside even. Why am I saying that? Not because I actually expect it to happen here. I'm just saying around Christmas, things usually get kind of wonky. Last Christmas, anyway, so last cycle, like 2020-ish, there was also some ridiculously crazy selling pressure around Christmas. There were many jokes made around it, and it made me realize that a lot of people don't want to be at their computer at the time, which also kind of means the moment they do see prices deviate from what they expected, they get a little bit more panicky because they just do not want to see it happening. Anyway, I do not want to spend too much time here. I just wanted to quickly say congratulations to everybody who just believes and buys the freaking dip like crazy. That's what I always do, and it just keeps on working. By the way, this is a little Binance, how do you call this thing? I don't know, bathrobe. Why? Because I felt like it. Trade's doing good again. Market back in the green. I should get a green one of these, huh? So I can, oh, man, I almost exposed myself here. Anyway, the only reason I made a video here is to say, hey, see, this is the point that I always say. When things start going down, a lot of people get scared. They try to sell. When things go down, you buy. When things go up, you sell. Like right now, for example, we can actually cash out of our positions for 100% gain and 65% gain on the $10,000 that we put in. Some people think you only need, or you should always be going for the positions that I show on Bybit here. So a 500% gain, or like with XRP here, a 2,500% gain. That's all you should be looking for. No. Generally speaking, in my opinion at least, all these 1,300% trades or so are kind of dumb. It's way better to just keep cashing out as the position goes up. For example, I should cash out a good chunk of my XRP position now. So the next time it gets to undervalued prices, I buy again. Again, there's a difference between your spot bags and your trading bags, but that's the best I think you can do with these trading bags. You buy at these extremely low points. For many altcoins, we try to do that. And then as things go up, you start selling a little bit again just to find another good entry. For example, right now, if we from these levels fall back down, I cannot use shift. Let's do it like this. It's not working, I guess. Anyway, let's do it like this. If we fall back down another 8% or so, we again buy in hard. And if it falls breaks below the previous levels, then we prepare ourselves to buy a juicier dip with, again, 190-ish or so being our lowest level, what could very well get hit. If we go lower, at that point, it's either you sell out, you try to buy back at like 140, and if it doesn't happen, hey, you got unlucky. Or we double down, go hard, freaking crazy mode. We buy the dip of the dip. If it goes down to like 140 or whatever, commit all the way. And at that point, it's like throwing up your coins in the air. Because at that point, guys, I'm telling you right now, if it goes to 140, I'm going so crazy. They'll have to drag me out in a freaking brand car. I don't know the English word for it. They'll have to drag me out with that. Anyway, Christmas spirit. Merry Christmas, everybody. If you're celebrating that, whatever. Just was excited here. Wanted to share our results from just the last few days, and that's about it.